Welcome back to Stuttering Sports. Today is August 5th, 2021, and the topic for today is Justin Herbert and my expectations for him going into this upcoming season. Spoiler alert, they are very high. Now, we all know Justin Herbert, 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft, came into the 2020 season and lit it up. He was phenomenal. He was honestly one of my favorite players to watch, and he was only a rookie QB. So obviously going into this offseason, I was very intrigued. How will the Chargers improve their team to fit their franchise quarterback? And I think they did a phenomenal job of it. They got a new head coach, new offensive coordinator, both great hires to me. They also drafted Rashawn Slater, who was one hell of a pick, and they signed one of the best centers in the league, Corey Linsley, and guard Matt Filer. They murdered it this offseason. I have a whole separate video on that. If you are interested, the link will be in the description, but this is the Justin Herbert video. Because the Chargers in this offseason, in my opinion, have done everything right. Now it is up to Justin Herbert. Will he be able to really improve from season 1 to season 2 and not have that sophomore slump? Without further ado, let's get right into it. Something that matters to me a lot, which I know my opinion means nothing, but something matters to me, is the quarterback-center relationship and the quarterback, his relationship with the veterans on the team. And so far, so good. I previously mentioned they signed Corey Linsley, a quote that I'll put up on the screen right now that he said about playing with Justin Herbert is, quote, "I feel like the issues that we've had, we've been able to work through them, and I think that's the biggest thing. There will obviously be issues. I feel like snapping wise and the fundamentals of everything have been great. He's obviously a really great player and has great command of the huddle." Yeah, that is what Corey Linsley's saying, going from playing with Aaron Rodgers his whole career to playing with Justin Herbert. To me personally, that means a lot. Another pickup the Chargers had this offseason was tight end Jared Cook, who also has glowing reviews on Justin Herbert. I'll put the quote up on the screen once again. Quote, "Man, he's smart. He gets the defense, he gets the offense. He's able to push the ball down the field and find holes in the defense where it really matters. He takes what the defense gives him." Then later on the quote, he says, "I think center Corey Linsley has been a huge help to him, just kind of helping him with the mic points and identifying defense. He's done a great job of catching on and moving forward." Getting big quotes like this from veterans that have played with phenomenal quarterbacks, for me personally, means a lot for both Justin Herbert's development and the team chemistry. I love the budding quarterback-center relationship between Corey Linsley and Justin Herbert. Corey Linsley was obviously first-team All-Pro last year. He has played with Aaron Rodgers his whole career, so in my opinion, his opinion holds a lot of weight, especially when it comes to a young quarterback, especially one that could be a top 10 QB by the end of this season. And now I'd like to talk about the possibility of a sophomore slump. I personally don't think that it will happen for reasons I'm going to give, but I will play devil's advocate and give reasons to why it could happen, because we've seen this happen to a lot of quarterbacks before. Starting off, as I said before, this offensive line is new and improved. It is far better. I love the Rashawn Slater pick. I love the Corey Linsley pickup, and then Brian Bulaga has already been there. Those are 3 guys to me. And they also picked up Matt Filer and Ode Abushi. Those are 2 okay guards. I'm a Steelers fan. I can say from personal experience, Matt Filer's nothing to really get excited over, but on the other hand, he's not bad. He is literally the exact average to slightly above average guard that you may need. And, well, you have Corey Linsley. They signed him to a 5-year, $60 million contract for a reason. They drafted Rashawn Slater with their first overall pick for a reason. Or their first round pick. You get what I'm trying to say. And they signed Matt Filer for a reason. They need to protect Justin Herbert. You cannot get this kid hurt. And when you look at the rest of the offense, it's looking really good. I'm gonna obviously talk more in depth in the next coming days of my Chargers season preview, but you have a phenomenal receiving core with Keenan Allen, who's potentially the most underrated receiver in the game. Mike Williams, still has not lived up to his top 10 pick status, but Mike Williams is definitely still a guy to look out for with his height. And they drafted Josh Palmer during the 3rd round. This is a good receiving corps. They have Austin Eckler, who is definitely one of the most dynamic backs in the league. He's a pass-catching threat like no other, except for like Christian McCaffrey. But the point being, Justin Herbert has guys all around him. I'm a massive Justin Herbert fan. I love what I'm reading this offseason about veterans loving Justin Herbert, learning with Justin Herbert, and just getting this team together. And another reason why I don't think there will be a sophomore slump is because of the new offensive coordinator, Joe Lombardi, who coached Drew Brees for the last 5 years. I get Drew Brees did not really need a quarterback's coach, but being able to pick his brain and kind of be his coach, be his, I don't want to say mentor, but kind of be alongside Drew Brees, that means a lot, especially when you're going from Drew Brees, who obviously did not need a quarterback's coach, to having to coach up a second-year QB, avoiding a sophomore slump and trying to prove himself as a top 10 QB, because I think he's definitely going down that route. Now, to play devil's advocate, can he have a sophomore slump? Yes. And the reason for that being, to me at least, is the fact he didn't play with crowds last year. He played in empty stadiums across the league, or just with a few fans here and there, but really nothing. Playing with crowds, especially having to go to Arrowhead Stadium twice, could spell a lot of trouble. He has to go to Las Vegas twice, Mile High Stadium twice. It could spell a lot of trouble for Justin Herbert. Do I think that it will be very significant? No. But the possibility is still there. It could cause a lot of trouble. And the second reason for a potential sophomore slump is Rashawn Slater's taking the left tackle spot. What if he has a bad rookie year? What if he just has a bad rookie year? You know, not saying he's gonna have that, but we don't know what this guy's gonna be. He could potentially have an average to bad rookie year, and that may spell trouble for Justin Herbert. I get these are like little things, but that's how much I believe in Justin Herbert. I think the dude's gonna have a great year too. I don't think they'll win the division because the Chiefs are the best team in the league right now. I'm loving this Chargers team. I'm loving what they're doing, investing in the offensive line. They brought in Joe Lombardi. Brandon Staley was one hell of a pickup, and their defense is young across the board. If you're a Chargers fan, stay tuned. I'd like to drop the Chargers season preview either tomorrow or Saturday. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me today. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. Yeah, hope you enjoyed and have a great day.